Now it's either going to do what it's supposed to do, or it ain't. Okay, so valves are good. Everything's tightened down the way it's supposed to be, I believe. But I'm ready. I've got the valve cover all cleaned up. Let me show it to you here. Got the valve cover all nice and clean inside. We are now ready to set that back down in place. I'm always afraid that I'm forgetting something or that I've overlooked something, but at the end of the day, you just kind of gotta do what you can do. Do what you know to do. Just kind of putting these in here in kind of a somewhat cross pattern. Kind of help keep it all lined up. Thing is, a lot of times with valve covers, they get over tightened and then they leak because they've been over tightened and they warp. I mean, this valve cover is pretty stout, appears to be. I don't know, but I'm still going to try to be pretty cautious with it. It doesn't need to be overly tightened. Yep, our gasket looks like it's doing good, doing good. Okay, so now, well, I have the tractor right here. I have the valve cover right there. Easy, quick access. I don't think I should have oil run out anywhere of anything that I've taken off. Like I said before, we are not going to change the oil filter just yet. We're going to allow the old filter to work with this cheap oil to clean up all the trash. Just in case you were wondering, I didn't just go like grab any cheap oil. I mean, I did buy oil that is supposed to go in diesel motors, engines. This tractor takes a bunch of it. Oh look, the new oil, fresh oil is just starting to show up. On the dipstick. Tell you all that nasty oil that had water in it. I'm ready to be rid of that. Give that a second to run down in a few different places. Oh yeah. We are in the desired range. Let's top it off. Put this back on. What do you say we do a little reassembly? like I said in the last video, whenever I take something apart, I always try to put hardware back where it goes. That way I don't lose anything, if I can. Can't always do that. I keep trying to drop this little bolt. This one right here is a pain. I don't remember how I took it out of there. I think I did it with the valve cover off. Whoops. Yep, I did. I took this apart with the valve cover off. I don't know what I was thinking. There we go. That is good and tight. Now, do you remember how any of this other stuff went on here? Just kidding. I got pictures. So, this dude goes there. This mess goes on the glow plugs. This is our rail. Let's see if I can remember. Okay, so the rail lays on there. And we've got these flat washer. And these little, we've got these little washers. Oh, don't drop it. Don't drop it. Ah, got it. I'm going to set those all right there and hope that I don't roll any of them off. Washers, lock washers, and drop that one. So now if I'd been smart, I would have had my pick set right here and I could have just stabbed that little dude. But I didn't bring it. I didn't grab it when I came out. And instead of going in and grabbing it, I'm gonna try to dig with the screwdriver for a minute. What do you know? That worked. We also have to attach our wire lead here before I forget. It helps make it hot when you hit the switch. Sounds like puppy dogs are playing kind of rough. I don't know if you could hear that or not. They're out there playing and somebody squealed. Said, no more, no more. In case you didn't catch it the first time, that drill is set to the lowest setting, so just as soon as it gets any resistance, it stops spinning. There should be another wire hanging over here somewhere. That goes back there. Might as well put that on now. This goes up here. And this one goes back here. Here's the wire I'm looking for. Goes right there. I don't like the way that runs. I'll put it there like that for now. If I need to, I can adjust it, I guess. Fuel lines. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of work my way around here. Double check, make sure I'm not leaving any wires or anything like that unexpectedly disconnected. Start hooking some radiator hoses back up. So far that all looks good. Now back to radiator hoses. Can't remember if I took all this off first. Air system. Or the AC condenser, but either way, it's all got to go back on. Hopefully, it won't matter. Pretty sure if I took anything off, it was just the canister here for the air filter. Good sound of stripping things out there. And wrenches falling on the floor. Working on the radiator, that's why you're bouncing so much. So this AC condenser actually doesn't work. The AC system has not worked for a little while on this tractor. I've got a new one actually sitting in the cab that will go on very soon, but we're gonna run this thing first, make sure everything's working like it's supposed to before we go to the trouble of putting coolant in the system, or refrigerant, I'm sorry, in the system. Now, finally, the exhaust manifold, or the exhaust muffler and tailpipe. All right, well, now it's either going to do what it's supposed to do, or it ain't. Let's see what happens. Well, it actually started pretty easy. I'm kind of surprised I didn't have to bleed the fuel lines, but it's running. the exhaust, you know, I mean, it's not like it was before. I mean, I kind of expected to do that a little bit to clear out some of what was in there. Because again, there was still some of that old oil in there, so you can kind of see it smoking a little bit, obviously. It's got to burn some of that stuff off. Now the problem's going to be if I run it for a while, change the oil, and it still smokes. That's going to be when I'm going to be concerned. So anyway, it's running. I'm going to run it through its paces here pretty soon. Possibly tomorrow. We'll kind of see how things go. But I'll definitely make a video of that, of getting the tractor going again and trying to use it, trying to work it a little bit, and see how everything shakes out. So anyway, got it all back together and it's running. So as always, I appreciate you. If you haven't yet, please hit that like, subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you want to know when we send or whenever I post a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.